So, how about some lovely Caitlyn mid lane? One of the most broken champions in this game right now. Maybe not the strongest in the mid lane, but still a very powerful pick when it comes to shutting down laners. Your champion is also very domineering during the laning phase, and it allows you to really stomp in the enemy's face. However, this is one of the matchups that is the most daunting ever in the history of League of Legends WildRift, because you should never be able to win this against a Yasuo. So, what am I doing during the laning phase? You see, I'm walking up and I'm chilling. Now I'm looking at the natural intent he has. His intention is to get this minion. So I know this. I also know this one isn't fully charged here, so I hit him with my first ability and an auto attack because he will go for this minion. Oop. Then I'll hit him again to get the shield on cooldown, and then I move up again. He's not allowed to get anything for free, but I'm making sure to not chase too far because I don't want to take 50 billion damage from minions. Now I'm trying to look for a position where I can punish him even more. But I don't want to go too close to the minions because they'll absolutely blast me. So whenever I auto-attack him and I can't really all-in him or deal even more damage to him, I just leash back a tiny bit to pull the melee minions a little bit back into my wave and give myself some room to work with. This is a 2-wave slow push crash, which allows me to bully him relatively early and have the cannon bounce back to me. Against most champions, this is not the play, because you rather want to have this with a cannon, but Yasuo will hit level 3 on this wave, and if this happens, he can just absolutely demolish me. Like, you see, this wind wall is so goddamn annoying. But yeah, he makes a mistake, he walks too close. Well, I don't know what he thought, but I have no idea. I don't know what he was thinking. But sadly, in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't really change anything for the lane matchup. He will always win. Regardless of what I'm doing, he will always win thanks to the wind wall. And he is a champion that can completely deny my entire ability to play, just because of his wind wall. My Kazis went for some interesting play. I don't know why. He's behind now, like ridiculously behind, because he could have full clit and be level 5 by now. And yeah, we have to be careful again. We don't want to get absolutely blasted. We have to kite around his wind wall, but we can't really do anything. However, we get a decent wave position. I don't get the... I just messed up so many things at the same time. We don't even want to talk about this. But yeah, me messing up the wave as well forces me to push them forward. The Shen is now making his appearance here, and I have to just be a little bit careful to not get flashed on. But we get a free push again. The Yasuo isn't level 5 and don't want to take the risk of cancelling the Shen because it's too risky. I could place a trap behind the cannon minion so you can't just dash for free, but now I have to always be mindful of the stupid third charge of the first ability and just generally not getting too close because this champion can one-tap me. But as long as this champion doesn't really have any stacks, nor does he have enough attack speed, he's not that much of a risk yet. But it gets substantially worse with his attack speed, because he only needs to get on top of you once when he has enough attack speed, and he just kills you. I really hate playing against Yasuo, but at least I have boots, so I'm not the slowest. Another one of these issues when you face a Yasuo mid is you cannot really punish him under tower consistently. Like any other champion in the game, if he's stuck on the tower, just gets slowly chipped away and dies, right? But Yasuo is a different story. He stacks up his first ability, places down his wind wall, then you get punished for being inside your own minion wave, and then he runs you down. And that is why, precisely why, you ban this champion. And obviously, if you don't ban it for one game, you'll get this, the Yasuo. And even though I'm so much stronger than him, I can't do anything. I have to respect him constantly. I can just chip at him slowly every single time and hope that my jungle comes by when he makes a mistake and collects him like he just did here. Very good play by the Kazakhs, enjoying the free money. And now we get access to the playthings. Finally, free money for us as well. But now the Shen makes his appearance, he can't really dash through the trap, so he has to play it slow, we just move around, he misses because he probably thought I would juke. But even if he hits, I can just E over the wall and escape, so this time he really messed up. For no reason, like, there's no way he can kill me. And now I have a full item in base. Well, and a red buff, which is arguably even better. I don't really think he can kill me, because I'm hiding behind my traps, I'm just bullying him a little bit. If I don't get hit, I'm fine. I just have to be aware of the red buff dot over like damage over time effect. Then the wind wall comes in, the enemy bot lane is rotating. Cannon is making a play down there, I cancel his reset again. Sadly, I guess I should have been there and not get free money and annoy them. But now the entire enemy goon platoon is coming around. I have to flash, deal some good DPS onto them, we turn on the Yasuo, we turn on them, but there's too many people at the same time, like we just can't do anything. The Yasuo is now really angry, flashes, but there's a plant that we can collect. My god, and now this happens. We are stuck. We are so stuck. Maybe there's hope. Maybe she misses something and we can survive, dealing some good damage. I run out of mana. You just can't make this shit up, can you? I'm actually out of mana. But hey, I survive. And in this game, because of how I'm forced to play against a cannon, against Karma, I'll actually go Magnetic Blast or Magnetic Cannon second item. Because I want the wave to instantly die from 1Q and on auto attack, and I want to hit the backline with some chip damage, because I don't think I'm allowed to go too close and I need to decide the fight before it starts. Because when the fight starts, there'll be a wind wall in my face and I can't play the game. Sounds good? Sounds terrible to me. But you see, there's a nice ward line I can abuse to just place down some control. The Shen goes in anyway, now the cannon goes in, but we are far enough away to not be in danger. But we have to be very aware of our surroundings because we are getting completely sandwiched here. And it's just so difficult to play, and now this wind wall is denying everything, and we just have to look at so many angles at the same time because we can get just completely denied. Luckily, the Yasuo didn't go on us, and we were allowed to actually play like this. And now the Yasuo, oh, he will kill me, right? The Yasuo got onto my forehead, there was no mid lane tower anymore. Maybe I can survive, maybe I can walk it off, and my Kha'Zix can carry me to victory. Placing down some traps, making sure I'm not giving him any room to play. And he's just walking away, my Kha'Zix jumps into Narnia and gets completely comboed by the Yasuo. We love the Yasuo champion. Now the cannon even makes his appearance, he hates me, and yeah, I'm dead. Maybe my Lux trade's a kill. My Lux is faker. Yeah. The life of an AD carry with so many things that can jump onto your forehead. The pain is real. But at least we are scaling. And the scaling we have is not even that terrible. We have the Gwen, we have Caitlyn, we have Kha'Zix, like all of these champions scale super well, and the only thing we have to just look out for is the cannon flank with ultimate. If he gets into us with an ultimate, he just blows us up and there's just nothing you can do, but since we have so many exhausts and enough poke, this should just not be an option. Here, the cannon makes his appearance, he tries to do something, he nearly blasts my Kha'Zix. I guess it was an Infinity Orb cannon, like Penbu's Infinity Orb. And he just had enough. And now we start with the funny stuff. If we see the Yasuo on the map, we can actually hit the tower, because the Yasuo is the only champion who is an immediate, instant threat to our life. Because he can one-tap us. Well, not one-tap, but we will not be able to escape from him. And now, since I'm an AD carry, I just want to maximize my gold income, because I need gold desperately. I need gold as fast as possible and as much as possible. I could have even peeked into the enemy jungle to see if there's anything available, but I'd rather go base for my item spike. And then look for another opportunity. With that done, I'm swapping myself back into the middle lane. It's very scary for me here though, because of Yasuo as a champion. Like, he can always just choose to jump on me, but you see my wave clear is so fast now that I don't have to spend much time clearing waves. Man, playing against these champions is such a hassle. And his shield is also so enormous. It's such an annoying champion to deal with. Like, I can understand everyone who wants to ban this champion. I honestly I'm tired of dealing with this. I really hate playing against him. I just can't. And you know the worst thing? Most of the Yasuos nowadays max Windwall seconds, so it's literally covering my entire screen. I can't play. And I honestly want to know, I wish there was a stat that would tell me how much damage I dealt into Yasuo's shield. Like, be it Windwall or passive shield. I wish there was like a stat that would track this and would tell me. Because I'm so curious how much damage these kind of things block. And now I'm playing ARAM here. Like, if my Gwen wasn't bot lane, I could have maybe yoinked the wave down there. But I don't think I want to be side lane in this game. Because it's too risky for me. It is just too risky, and I'm recalling now to buy a BF sword. Because Dragon is spawning in like 32 seconds, and it's solo queue, there'll always be a fight. And I just want to be ready. I just want to be ready. And since my champion's mobility is not that high and they have this Yasuo champion, I can't go side lane so easily. Because if he just goes there as well, he will just run me down 10 out of 10 times. If he chooses to walk at me. Just gotta be mindful to not get yourself killed for fun. Avoiding the spells. Classic gameplay. We got a wave incoming. The Kha'Zix goes in for a good amount of chip damage. We go for some extra damage on the Jhin. Okay, he's very low HP. Now we zone out the enemy Shen. We try to place down some proper trap wall. Now the Yasuo's coming from behind and we're trying to just deal some damage to him. He misses the spell, but I just got too scared and flashed away. Now I have a big problem. I don't have my flash against Cannon. So if Cannon just ults and flashes in, I'm just dead 10 out of 10 times. I think even... Maybe with exhaust I can live. Oh, he walks into my trap. But he flashes in. The fight is absolute mess. We got the dragon though, but we have to back off again. Just generally, as you play Caitlyn, I'm always telling this. Please place a trap into brushes, into the entrance of brushes where you believe people will go through. Because number one, if they go through there and you're already there at an objective to prep something, you get some extra damage onto them for free. And if they're in their jungle, you gain vision of them. Just any type of information can be so valuable and helpful to win more games. Okay, I'm getting very, very close to my Infinity Edge, which was a massive spike for my champion, because my champion is entirely auto-tech based. And I'm going back to mid lane. Again, I don't have flash right now. It's a very scary game for me to play, and anything that just jumps into me can instantly kill me. And the thing is, I don't even think Zhonya's will save me. At least now. I need to wait until, like, okay, if I buy Zhonya's, I might survive the onslaught of Cannon if he catches me. But I'll be isolated and probably instantly dead after. So yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. But now I'm at a point where I can just walk up, poke a little bit on mid lane, play the ARAM game, because I can, like we have Lux Caitlyn. We can play the ARAM game right now. And with the cannon not being around Nashor, they can't really do anything. Like, we'll lose one tower, yeah, sure. But we get Nashor. Without cannon, they can't enter, they can't win a team fight. So cannon actually gave us the opportunity to just get Nashor for free. Now I'm swapping myself into the bot lane to get some more gold here. I see no member on the map, so I really have to be careful. I have to recall, I can't stay there. I rather take my item spike and then go back into the map or onto the map and play around my teammates here. If I played another champion that is a better duelist, and the enemy team didn't have Yasuo, I could just stay. But the PTSD and pain of Yasuo is just too much. And here you just see a nice little chip damage shot into the face. And we just do a little bit of tiptoeing here, some a little bit of avoiding, some a little bit of damage to them. And we get so many cooldowns and a free kill on top. We just have to be mindful of not getting caught in the blast, because yeah, if the cannon just flashes in, we are dead. He deals so much damage to me, so I need to find some camps in the enemy jungle to heal up. And luckily I do so I can just fully heal up again while denying the enemy resources, as per usual. And we hate this Poro. This Poro needs to be removed. I really hate it. And I wonder why it's only worth 10 gold and not like 100. I don't even bother killing it, because why would I? Now I've collected my lovely item and a stasis. So now I'm going back onto the bottom half of the map because there's a massive wave and I have to prep a wave for the upcoming objective. Getting the red buff as well. Probably gonna push another wave down there and then rotate up to the middle lane. Maybe depending on how many people I see, I go for another wave, but that could be potentially risky and doesn't really serve a purpose because the purpose of pushing this wave has already been fulfilled. Now I'm going back. I'm going for a shield bow, kind of, or a PD. Both is valid here because I think the armor pen item is not going to do anything right now. Like the enemy team doesn't really have armor, so there's no point of me for going for armor pen. I'd rather have more DPS, and my last item here would be Runan's Hurricane. So anything between shield bow and PD here is a valid option. I think shield bow would be even better, just so I survive. But yeah, so you get the idea of why I was building what I was building. Again, a quick little trap setup. If anyone is walking through there, they just get completely blown up because he deals so much damage. Yasuo can maybe collect them by placing a wind wall, but that requires too much coordination. We have already done this with the trap once, so we do it again. If the enemy walks on top of the trap, they take so much bonus damage. We just place another one in there just to be safe. And now we just have to play very, very far back. And we just can, if they poke us, oh, we get some free damage here, very nice. If they poke us, we just flash out instantly, we just don't take any chance and exhaust this little goblin as well. The enemy might take the dragon, but we'll most likely be able to just win the fight here. There are so many fights happening, and I'm completely losing sight of anything because there's a fight on every side, left, right, bottom, everywhere. And now we can go for Nashor absolutely for free. But maybe I can collect the kill because, sadly I can't. Oh, and Yeetus, he gets the slow, so my rep, yes, we'll catch up thanks to the slow. Very good play. And now we get Nashor as well after pushing the mid wave. Many of you would be like, why are you not trying to finish the game? You can't. Like, we can take, as my teammates are still rotating, the mid lane tower or force the enemy to use a cooldown, but we can't end the game. It's too risky. Because the Jhin can just place traps into the way early on and one-tap the wave, even if he suicides for this, because the other wave was too far away. But at least we get a free Nashor on top. Yeet. Okay, we have PD, and now we would go for Runan's Hurricane. And now I'm mentally debating, do I want more AD or attack speed? Well, I guess I have enough gold, I just go for Nash's Talon instead of a dagger, so yeah. And if you reach this point as a Caitlyn, and if I got to complete my Runan's Hurricane, I'm a literal machine gun. The damage my champion does at this point is crazy, and sadly I get caught off guard here. I still have a Zhonya's, but I don't have exhaust, so I probably die here. There's just no way I can live. Yeah, he even has a collector. What a human. And I start goofing around. But yeah, Yasuo champion. He kills every AD carry. Oh, another neat trick. Every single time you die in like this stage of the game, please do yourself a favor, buy a teleport. You see the cooldown in my respawn timer. If you don't need the teleport, you can just undo it. But you really just want to have it, because if you don't have it, there might be an opportunity that you might lose out on and therefore lose the game. And that's something you do not want to encounter at all. Well, as I had an accident, my Ezreal also had an accident. And he just disappeared, but my Gwen is trapping beautifully and snips this Jhin into the next season. Now, you see, I undo this, I come back with my stasis, I don't need the teleport, there's nothing to do to achieve this. The Yasuo just flashed mid lane, you saw so on the minimap, but he didn't achieve anything. Now I can just start the Elder, stacking up my headshot again, and looking for a trap wall here, as you see. I also don't want to go into the top rushes, because then I'm too close to the enemy. There's the cannon champion. I just path far away. We got the Elder, so this is free. Trying to hit the cannon with my spells, get the cannon, get some sustain off, and killing the Scuttle Crab. And always trying to be at a distance where I can deal damage without being at risk. What I also could have done is just exhaust the cannon, but I need to be in range for that, and I'd rather not be in range, because I can carry the fight by just being alive. Because the Yasuo champion wasn't there. No wind wall equals no death. Oh yeah, I got a little greeting by the Jhin. Because yeah, Jhin is also a very lovely champion that randomly deals like 50k damage to your face. We love Jhin, don't we? No, we don't. Well, we do. But you get the idea. Yeah, the Karma is also trying to clear the wave as fast as possible, and we're just playing the push game. We're waiting for the next waves to walk in. We get some juicy shot on the Karma, and she's forced to back off again. And just make sure, place traps in front of you, play max range, and play it slow. We have the Elder, we have the full control. We just go for another Nasher, and with free super waves in the game, they cannot defend. You can't. It's too powerful. Like when you get Nasher and you have 3 inhibs down, it's just Jober. Like you just can't. You really just can't. And we've peaked. We have our Runan's Hurricane. Myths has told us that this item constellation is absolutely broken, and you got them right. And take a good look. I need to stay at max distance now from the cannon to make sure to not die. Luckily the chinks are still available, so I can just quickly heal up. Jhin is ulting, okay, we just walk out, we just don't care. Okay, we are apparently engaging even though the cannon is still there. We need to be very careful. The Yasuo ults in, the cannon gets me, the cannon explodes me. You see? This is why we never wanted to fight here. Completely pointless. Let's break down everything for you, okay. Okay. You see this? You see this? There's no point of doing anything. Somebody has to respond to this eventually. And as long as we're all here, as long as we're all around the Baron area, everything is fine. They're losing. They have to send somebody up there. Cannon is currently here. Somebody has to go there. And then once that somebody goes there, we then make a play. Any other play that you just see unfold here, like we just let it play again, like the complete chaos, the Jhin ults, okay, perfect, cool, he just wastes his ultimate, we just walk away. Apparently not, we just go in. Then the Yasuo goes in and the cannon flashes in over the wall, my exhaust is super late, and everything is completely scuffed. This was completely not necessary, and the only way we could possibly lose the game. This was the only way we could possibly lose the game, because we are just ignorant about minions. Use your surroundings to your advantage, use the minions to your advantage, and don't try to make plays that don't serve any purpose. Very nice jump away by the Kha'Zix avoiding the cannon ultimate, but the cannon knows, the cannon just smelt him. The Kha'Zix was too stinky, so the cannon just threw the shuriken and popped the GA, which is a massive loss for the Kha'Zix. And now the real question will be, is he going to be able to steal the Nasher if they do so? They don't do the Nasher. They don't dare. Even though Nasher is basically the only thing they can win the game, unless we grief again like we just did. Yeah, and since I'm full items, I can just chill and look at potential plays I can make. If somebody walks up, I can deal some juicy damage to them. You see Runans hitting people from Narnia range. Somebody has to react to the minion waves up there, and we can get some control with traps around the area, and the enemy can't just enter. For some reason, they are starting to fight again when we can just lure them into us for free. The cannon now comes in, we just completely avoid him, we just don't even dare to stand close, and we just one-tap him. And again, like, please, if you play fights, objectives in general, ask yourself, what do you need to do? Like, are you winning by default? And can you force the enemy to come into you and then use your champion's abilities to punish them for free? There's no reason to just walk into them when they have champions that are very good if you walk into them. Like, they just completely explode me. As you see, this was one auto attack. One. And I nearly died, and luckily we end the game here. And now we move over to the next one. Here, let's just skip a little bit. And we are playing Yuumi Caitlyn into Ziggs Veigar. We should never be able to kill this lane because they just throw shit from 15 billion yards away. It is such a pain. But yeah, if my Yuumi skills E level 1, we can just bully them. We can't really kill them. Veigar starts W for whatever reason. Cool. But yeah, we just walk up, go for quick little trades, deal some chip damage to them, and go back and forth again. I really wish my Yuumi was more aggressive to the top left, so we can just go for isolated fights here, because we'll always win isolated fights. Because we have the sustain, we have the range, and they only have spells. And they're already like close to 50% HP. And now we try to get footing, or I want to get footing in the upper lane brush. Because if they approach, I can just deal damage to them. But for some reason, they recalled. So they avoid death, but they lose minions. And also, they don't just get there for free. Like, I will not allow them to just walk here for free. I will try to deal damage to them as good as I can. But so far, they lost 60 gold, and maybe they'll lose 120 gold. Okay, they lost 120 gold and 2 minutes of EXP. For fun. And they're still not back for a reason. Maybe they're busy shopping. I really don't know. Ah, the Bomber is back. Hello, Bomber. And he just yeets me away. Cool. And now we have a cage. I'm caged. It's doomed. It's over. But they don't understand that they shouldn't do this. They should never all in with no spells. Because now they do so again. I could have even gone for this way earlier. And I'm even spacing very poorly. But I'm very much afraid of minions. And I didn't expect the burst healing of my Yuumi, who was not playing with me a little bit earlier. But yeah, it's you should never just walk into Yuumi Caitlyn and just brawl with them if you're spell-based. What is the point? Like, you can just win on level 5, and you can just basically neutralize everything. And what a massive fight unfolding here. The Nunu is still alive for whatever unmagical holy, and he finally died. Now the Cassidy makes his appearance, level 4 flashing in. Now we turn this fight, the Lee Sin even dead as well, but the Zoe picks up 90 billion spells and doesn't die. Who hates Zoe? Type 1 in chat. I hate Zoe. But well, we are ridiculously fat, and I don't even know what there's a Berserker's Grease purchase suggested. Even if the cage goes out, it doesn't even hit me. Amazing. Now, we are super accelerated. We have boots and another longsword. We have 47 of bonus, 47 of bonus AD, and a Yuumi on top of us. So if they walk up, they can die. But again, they should just not walk up. They don't need to. They can just farm safely from range, and nothing can happen to them. However, they choose to die. And now I'm just sitting in this brush for all eternity, sitting on my control ward, letting minions die. Even if I get hit by this, it doesn't really matter. Yuumi shield will keep me safe. And if they poke me, I take it. If they lose minions for this in EXP, cool, do it. Like, again, like you see, they try to hit me instead of minions, and they don't gain gold and don't get EXP. I have like a 1 level lead, which is in bot lane, something that should not happen like this. Here, I think, I could have, okay, it was a good attempt by the Yuumi. I think we could have just gone for this, but if the enemy jungle is around, I think we just die. Since I don't have flash, I don't want to take that risk. But still, like, if we had information on the enemy jungle, I think it was a very good Yuumi ult. And they just try to knock me around, try to do as much damage to me. I try to just get some distance. Even Eing away is a mistake here. We just deal some more damage, pushing the wave as fast as possible with the Cassidy around the corner right now. We just have to push it as fast as possible. If we hit them just slightly, we can just instantly kill them. The Veigar tanks everything, and we just blast him with his ult, and he just dies, even through his barrier. Now the enemy Zoe is here, flashes in for absolutely no reason, and maybe she finally dies. Yes, the Zoe dies. Seeing a Zoe die in game is one of the best feelings ever. It's like close to a Soraka. We just hate these champions. But yeah, if you play these kind of exotic bot lanes like Ziggs Veigar, because the idea is like he places down his cage, the Ziggs throws his W, then I get stunned, and I can't move, and I get blasted by every single other spell. So if you want to play this, play around your champion's identity, and don't try to all in a lethal tempo champion with a Yuumi on level 2 with 1 utility spell and a damage spell, and then nothing else. That is something that you will not win. Now with the Bloodthirster in hand, it's time to step up the game. And here, what am I trying to build here? Another magnetic cannon game. Magnetic blaster, whatever, static shift. Like, come on. I always forget the names of this item. I don't really know why we prioritize Dragon. I mean, we got it. That's very cool. But yeah, like this is free. We just go for free. I don't know where my spell went, but this guy is just a goner. I can just walk through the tower, don't care, and tank. I'm not really a fan of the Dragon, but I assume he made that call with the top lane situation being a little bit rough, especially since we already have a caster mid, so we are a little bit on the weaker end around this timer, and we are very strong down here. So if it's that reasoning, instead of just go Dragon, then it's completely and like well and valid. Sound and valid. Veigar, you really... They really want to die with cancelling. And now, because they cancelled me, it's it was time for the trap game. Just hiding in a brush and then killing them as they walk up. But I think they know, right? Yeah, they know. But since we already know that they do these kind of things, we will put that on the notepad and we will punish them for that later. And please, medium golems, don't aggro on the Yuumi as she's recalling. Skamas. Pain. But yeah, we go for another wave. We want an item spike. We go into the brush here again, hoping that the Veigar overextends, just playing with vision a little bit. He walked too close. He will die now. He used flash. What a cheater. Flashing is illegal. And now we have to back off again. Yuumi's at least coming. Very nice. We just walk into the brush and we chill again. Soon we have our next item and we can unleash the Giga range on them. It feels so bad not to have the full item here. But what can you do? You don't really have a Dorn's Blade in your inventory that you can just sell for 1 billion gold, right? Now with the wave being in place as it is on the other side of the map, I need to walk mid lane right now. Because I have a free window. I don't lose anything from walking here. Now with this done, I can do some little bit of chip damage, but I need to be very careful. He nearly died, by the way. Now there's Zoe. Like, there's so much shit flying into my direction. Do I really want to stay here? Like, what is this? And I get barely in range for my spells. And now what the hell? Where did my ult go? I got scammed. I got scammed, right, games? Right, games! Yeah, after this tower, I dip into the enemy jungle. I take the bot wave, maybe go for deep wards, depending on how fast I can get there. And get some extra free juice. Like, I'm so beyond fat that the enemy doesn't really... They can't really do anything anymore. Now I have my magnetic cannon in base, and if anybody walks Veigar, The Ziggs really just threw his bomb here. They are really so annoying, aren't they? Like, they're so pissed at me for whatever that they just do this. And maybe the Zoe here dies if she gets too close, but I highly doubt so. What I wanted to do, but Zoe, that's something you can't do, but she loses 1 HP, right? Yeah. What I can do is I think I can place the trap better. Like, you see, I tried to place the trap, but I didn't do so in time, so it didn't come out. Because if I do so, she can't just ult onto me from that angle, and she dies. And here again, she's playing a very dangerous game around this area, and this time she gets punished. But nope, she has Nimbus Cloak. She doesn't get punished. I'm joking. I hate Zoe. I'm so happy that not many people are playing this champion, because this champion requires you to actually play. And yeah, they are just dead. Yoink. The movement speed bonus of the Yuumi and the magnetic cannon popping off. The Zoe is also playing with fire. The entire enemy goon platoon is coming around again, and we just quickly heal up from the ground, yoinking it as well, giving the enemy nothing and absolutely nothing to work with. Oh, this blue buff would be so beautiful, but again, we close down the path. Now we locate the Aurelia, there's just no way she survives. I could have placed a ward, but I didn't think it was necessary. We get completely blasted by the Ziggs ultimate, but it just isn't enough, and now we just heal up again thanks to the Yumpster and Bloodthirster with Gluttonous Grease. Now we spot the enemy. We have not camped in a brush for some time now, but now we'll camp here. Somebody will come. They will come. They will slip, and when they slip, they die. We are patient. Ooh, look, they're coming. We let them pass, and now we just kill them. We go past the cage, and then we just run them down. And do you see all these numbers? I think that's so much also extra damage from Ardent. Like plus 20 or something per hit on the champion, and the attack speed is very, very powerful. Now make sure that we have a ward on the left side, so the Lee Sin can't just surprise us, and now we just march down this lane. Place on traps again so we don't get surprised. And play it down, or play it out, very cool. We get this tower for nearly free, but the Zoe makes an appearance. We get drowsied, and we have to flash away because we don't want to get hit, but now we turn on them. But the Zoe is too fast. Like, you can't catch this champion. It's impossible. And I'm 1 HP again. You know what? It would have been a beautiful play if Yumi de-attached to auto-attack to get passive shield to catch the sleep and then re-attach. Because I think you only get the debuff for your W when you actually fall asleep, not when you get the debuff. And now the enemy surrendered. Crazy. Yeah. And maybe I recorded the end of this as well. The LP gain. Let's see. Not LP gain, the damage numbers, because I'm just curious. Maybe I didn't. We'll find out in a second. Oh, and by the way, I'm playing full Phil right now. Like, playing Phil is so relaxing. I get to play so many different things. Yeah, and here's the damage numbers. Lovely champion. There's a reason why Caitlyn is one of the most broken champions in the game when it comes to AD carry. And yeah, if you liked the video, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts about Caitlyn in the meta, of what you think, and why do you think she's good or bad. And see you in the next video.